Johnson here, and this is my second video that I'm doing this evening. Very excited to deliver this message to you. And I was prompted to do this video after receiving a message on my Facebook fan page from one of my fans who has looked at or watched my videos on YouTube. So her name is Emily. Emily, if you're watching this video, is for you. She had reached out to me and was telling me how informative and how helpful my videos were. And then she asked a question about how do I go about maintaining happiness, because sometimes throughout her week or her day, she has periods of where she's happy, and then it goes through sadness, and she experiences a different moods throughout the day. Emily, you're not the only one that this happens to. It happens to me. It happens to all of us. There is this universal law. It's called the law of rhythm that says that the tides, they come in and they come out. So there's going to be ebb and flow in our lives. There's going to be periods of time where we're extremely happy, and there's going to be a period of time where we experience sadness. It's called life. So don't fight against it, because it's a normal thing that we all experience. So today's video, it's about how to be happy with yourself, how to be more happier in your life. So I have a few things jotted down here that will help you to be more happier with yourself, because when we look at young kids, especially, I have a soon-to-be 4-year-old. He's always so excited about the smallest things, like a flower, a little bug crawling on the sidewalk. And that goes to remind me every day that is our true nature. Our true nature is one of happiness and one of experiencing joy. However, as we go through life and we go through adolescence and into adulthood, we get this programming, and society gives us their rules about what we should do and what's needed to be happy. And then we don't look inside of ourselves to be happy. We look at external things like relationships to make us happy, cars to make us happy, or material things such as a big home and a nice car with the biggest television, or if you have the biggest computer, or the biggest this, or the biggest job, or the fattest paycheck. That type of, if we're looking into those things to be happy, that's not going to be sustainable, because that's not where true happiness comes from. True happiness doesn't come from out there. It comes from in here. So I'm going to give you several tips that will help you to cultivate that spirit of happiness, but not only cultivate it, but to maintain it, so that you can be happy on a day-to-day basis. So the first thing is always focusing on the present moment. A lot of the fight or flight mode that we're in is often associated because we have deviated from what is happening right now. We have anticipation of what may happen tomorrow with our children, with our jobs, with the economy, with the weather. We're always wondering what will happen, and we don't know. We really don't know. If anyone tells you that they know what's going to happen tomorrow, they're lying. They don't know. The weatherman doesn't know. The economic forecasters, they don't know. So forget about what's going to happen today, but cultivate what's happening right now. Focus on right now. The same is true for the past. We revert back to the past. My mother treated me this way, or my boyfriend treated me this way, or I lost this job, or childhood pains. We focus on what happened in the past, and the future is an illusion, and so is the past. The only thing that's a reality, it's what's happening now. And if we focus on the past, all the bad things, well, the quote-unquote bad things, we will always have more things to show up in our life that are bad, or things that we don't want. So Focus your effort on the present moment. And a good way to do that is to establish an intention, set an intention that you want to always come back to the present moment. Whenever your mind wanders, you want to bring it back to the now, to what's happening right now. Also, a spiritual practice, whether it's prayer, affirmative prayer. I love Michael Bernard Beckwith in his work. And in his work, he speaks a lot about affirmative prayer. You have... there's Marianne Williamson. She has a book, Illuminati, that focuses on prayers. I think I quoted the wrong book, but she has a book about prayers. So you can get that book, and it's a prayer for anything, any challenge you're experiencing in your life. You have a prayer that you can read or, study each day. Also, meditation. Meditation for me, when I first thought about meditation, I'm thinking, oh, you're sitting on a mountain and you're doing for hours upon hours. Well, I'm here to tell you, if you want to meditate for hours upon hours, it's fine, but you don't have to do that. It's about silencing that chattering mind and focusing on inside. You turn your attention within. So you don't focus on what's happening outside, what's going to happen tomorrow. You focus on the present moment, and you focus your attention on your breathing. You can do it for 3 minutes, for 2 minutes, for 1 minute, for 5 minutes. It doesn't have to be a long time, but just make that commitment. And as you practice it every day, you get better, you silence that chattering mind, and you can focus on that present moment. Another thing is, oftentimes we're so caught up in what's going on in our lives, our challenges, and we forget our main purpose here. Our main purpose here, as I have understand it, or as I have come to understand it, is about learning what our gifts are and sharing our gifts with the world. So if you're so focused on your issues, that means you're not focusing on other people's issues. You're not here to focus on your issues. You're here to focus on other people's issues and help them to solve their issues, help them to live a more purposeful life. So find something that you can get lost in, where you're serving other people. It could be people in your family, people in the community. You could tutor if you're good at math or reading. Share your gift with the world, helping entrepreneurs build their business, helping people who are having health challenges, help them to navigate those challenges and get on the other side. Maybe you are someone that is into, vegan lifestyle, or teaching people how they can turn around their unhealthy lifestyle. Share your gifts with the world. First, identify what your gifts are and give them away. So when you're focusing on other people, you lose yourself. So you don't have time to focus on what's not going wrong and what's not going right in your life. You don't have time to focus on that. You lose yourself in servicing other people. The other thing is to rewrite your story. Oftentimes we have this disempowering story that, I'm not good enough. I didn't come from this great family of lawyers and doctors, or whatever the new thing is. Rewrite your story to one that's more empowering. We have the choice to flip the stories that we've been telling ourselves that are false, that keep us stuck, keep us in our comfort zone, keep us from reaching the highest heights possible in our lives. So rewrite your story, create a story that's more empowering. The other thing is to practice gratitude. You cannot be in a deep state of gratitude and be complaining at the same time. You cannot be in a deep state of gratitude and appreciation and focusing on challenges at the same time. Those two cannot coexist. So gratitude. All of the religious scholars and teachers from the past, they have taught this, that gratitude and appreciation is such a powerful force that it's imperative that you begin a gratitude practice. So it's something as simple as Choose 5 things that you're grateful for every day and write them in your journal. 5 things such as having a place to live, your family, your health. Maybe you have a job, your place of employment, Some people, they go to work and say, oh, I hate my job, and I hate my boss, and I hate my coworker. Well, that's not going to be helpful for you, because pretty soon you will end up losing your job if you continue to have that attitude and that spirit, because our words create our reality. So whatever we're speaking that's not empowering, one day it will find us some way. It may not happen today, it may not happen tomorrow, but it will find us. So shift your attitude and focus on those things that you're grateful for. Write the 5 things, but not only write them down, but try to think about why you're grateful, because you want to feel that feeling of being grateful. So there you have it. These are a few tips that you can follow in helping you to live a more happier life and to be more happier with yourself. Because at the end of the day, our purpose here is to be happy. It's to be happy. We can find happiness in serving other people. We can find happiness in the body of work that we do. We are here to be happy. So go forth and be happy. Leave me a comment in the comment box below if this message resonates with you. Perhaps you have other tips on being happy. Share that with me. And I'm pretty sure Emily will be grateful for those tips as well. Have a wonderful day. And don't forget, gratitude, live in the present moment, focus on how you can help other people. And once you focus on those things, the byproduct is happiness. Have a wonderful evening.